And you know what? I am an influencer now, so guys, please, if you love me, then please buy for my friend, okay? Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. It's holiday season. Whoop, whoop. As you guys can see, I am excited because today's video is going to be an interesting one. So I'll be going off, our usual topic of relocation and immigration and all, and today we'll be talking holiday. But before I go fully into that, if you are watching one of my videos for the first time, my name is Atineke, and on this channel I basically share bits about lifestyle, tips and tricks about career, immigration, motherhood, anything I think would be beneficial to someone out there, I share on my channel. So welcome. And for my returning subscribers, my returning viewers, thank you for sticking with me, guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you. So let's jump into today's topic. Like I said earlier, it's holiday season. Like summer is almost upon us. Even though the British weather has just been wild, like it's really hot today, and then the next day it's just really cold. So, but anywho's, it's not going to dampen my spirit. I'm ready for the holidays, and as you can, you guys can't really see, like I'm wearing like a very beautiful attire made by a friend of mine. She has a company where she makes like ready to wear Ankara pieces, so I'm rocking one of it. I'll show you pictures. So if you guys want to look as cute as I am right now for your holidays, then run to our page and order some really nice pieces, okay? And you know what, I am an influencer now, so guys, please, if you love me, then please buy for my friend, okay? Alright, so let's talk about today's topic. Today I'll be talking to you guys about how to plan your next holiday. Is someone excited? Do you know what, like the idea of holiday or like traveling just really excites me, because it's just a time to wind down. Like it gets really busy, especially if you're like in the UK generally. I don't know about other countries. Well, I think it gets quite busy everywhere, because I know like my friends and siblings back in Nigeria, they tell me how crazy it gets like on a daily basis. But generally, like life just gets busy, and if you can afford it, don't keep that money under your bed or tucked in your brazier. Just book something interesting, like a nice cute holiday, and have fun, relax. Now that's what I will be talking to you guys about today. Do you know what? I'm rambling a lot, but today's video is just going to be like that. So let's get on with the video. Now, when you're thinking holiday, you have so many questions on your mind, and you're thinking like, how do I start this? Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is because like I said earlier, I love holiday. I love going for vacations, and I generally always do the whole process myself, booking everything myself, and I also do for some friends of mine. So I thought it would be helpful to share that, because that's what we do on this channel. So like I said, when you're thinking of holidays, you're thinking of so many things, and I'll just make it like bullet points so that you can just follow it one after the other. Is that okay? So the first thing on your mind for your holiday is your budget, because that's just like the main thing. If you don't have the money to go on vacation, like what's the point? So the first thing on your mind is budget. Like, what are you planning to spend? Because for myself, if I'm planning to book an holiday, I just don't carry all my savings or just get my card and just start spending anyhow. Like I have a tight budget, and this is what I mean. Well, I guess till I become, a very popular, very rich YouTuber, that I have like an open budget. But for now, I don't have an open budget for holidays. So I have like a fixed budget, and then I work on that budget. So have a budget of what you want to spend, so you don't spend out of budget, and you don't end up being in trouble after your holiday. Now, the second thing on your mind is, where are you going to? So you decide what country you want to go to. For some people, they have like a bucket list of countries they want to go to. For some people, it's actually like the kind of vibe they want for that holiday. And what I mean by that is, some people are looking for like a resort kind of holiday. Some people are looking for like, some people are historical buffs, they want to go to. So what you want for your holiday will determine the type of country you're picking. Now, it doesn't have to be like a country like far away from you. Let's say, for instance, you're living in Africa. There's so many lovely places you can go to in Africa. Now, today's video is not going to be about where to go to. It's going to be about like just generally how to plan the holiday. But if I see that you guys are really interested in this holiday series, then we can talk in depth about all these things. So if you're thinking of the type of holiday you want, it will determine the kind of country you'll be going to. I mean, for like historical buffs, they have like places they would like to go to, like Italy, like Egypt. Those places have like rich historical culture and all that people that love history and those stuff would like. If you were thinking, oh, I just want to go and shake my bum on a yacht, you're thinking you want to go to places like Monaco if you have the coins. You're thinking of Dubai, those places that have like nice view, there's water, there's nice yachts, and you're just enjoying yourself. Another thing to consider when you're planning your holiday is the visa type. Now, some countries would ask you to go through the old getting a regular visitor visa thing where you apply and it takes them about 2 to 3 weeks for you to get the visa. Some country will actually let you apply online, just do an e-visa thing, and some country will let you do like visa on arrival kind of thing. So you want to actually decide if you want to go through the process of getting a regular visitor visa, or you just want something quick, or you just do a visa on arrival and just pay at the airport. So you just decide basically based on what you want. So the visa type will determine the country you'll be traveling to. Another thing to consider when booking your holiday is the mode of transport you'll be using when you get to your destination. Now let me explain that. When you get to wherever, let's say for instance you're going to Greece. When you get to Greece, are you going to be taking trains, going around? Are you going to be taking the buses, or do you want to drive? Now, because you won't be driving all the way down to Greece, you most likely want to rent a car. Now, if you're renting a car, you want to think, would they accept my driver's license? So you want to actually check this before you travel. So most times you'll be able to, upgrade. Like if you live in the UK, you might be able to use your main license if you're traveling to like European countries, while some countries will require you to have international driver's permits, so you can get that at the post office. If you're living in like some African countries, you would have to apply for that online or something. It depends on your country, but make sure that you find out about that before you actually travel. That way you already have like a plan, because really, like going for your holiday, if you're booking through like a travel agent, they make all these plans for you, but the problem is via the travel agent it will be more expensive. So if you're looking to book yourself, then make sure you're dotting all your I's and crossing your T's. Now let's talk about how you get to where you're actually going to. And now it depends on where you're traveling to. If it's just somewhere around you, not too far, if it's just around like say 2-3 hours drive, okay, I'm driving my personal car. If you don't want to drive down, you're taking a train. So all these things you want to check already, like the train ticket, probably like just book it, because it's always cheaper if you book ahead. And if you're going like by flight, you want to start searching for your flights. I use different apps for that. I use Skyscanner, I use Expedia. There's so many sites that you can actually use. I don't have any affiliation with all the sites. I'm just telling you what I use when I'm searching for flights and all. And I know someone gave me this tip that when you want to book for your flights, book from around 12 p.m. on Monday till around 9 p.m. on Tuesday. Around that period, flights are always cheaper, and I've actually used this and it actually works. And you keep searching, but the thing is this: when you're searching for your flights, once you search like once or twice for a particular flight, like within like let's say 1 hour, just leave it at that. If you've not found what you want, leave it, try again the next day. Because another tip I heard about booking flights is if you keep searching for that same flight over and over again, it keeps increasing, the price keeps increasing, and you're looking for like something affordable, you're looking for something within budget. So just leave it and then continue again like after a couple of hours. Okay, so that's just what you want to do when it comes to like booking your flights or booking your train tickets, all of that. Another thing you want to do when it comes to getting to where you're going to is connecting airport transfer. Now for some people, they think, oh yeah, I'll just book my flights, book the hotel, and I'm good. Now another thing you have to think of is from the airport where you'll be dropping at to the hotel, how far is it? If it's 30 minutes drive or 30 minutes by bus and all, and you've not sorted that out, you'll be stranded, because it's not every time you get taxis at the airports. I mean, granted, most airports would have taxis there, but what if they don't have taxi? You're getting there maybe like in the middle of the night or even in the afternoon and you don't have taxi. What would you do? So what I do mostly is I book the taxi beforehand. Now what you can do is either call the hotel, the resort, wherever you're going to, and ask them if they have like this a service where they provide what's it called, shuttle from the airport down to the hotel. Most of them do that, but it's always quite expensive, I have noticed. I mean, when I was a Jew, I used that a couple of times and I paid through my nose. But what I've noticed is if you actually book it yourself, you just book a taxi from the airport down to the hotel, it's cheaper. And if you just book it on the same site where you've booked your hotel, like I said, I use booking.com, Expedia, all those ones, Hotel Trivago and all. They have, so they will show you where you can book flights, where you can book accommodation, and they show you where you can book your taxis. So I just book taxis on there. Is it taxis or taxis? Taxis. Let's just call it taxis. So you can just book your taxi on there. So look for the price of that, call the hotel, ask them the price of their shuttle, and then just compare. Whichever one is cheaper, you get. So, you know, these are like little tips for you to save money when you're trying to book your holiday. Another thing to think about is parking. If you're driving down, you know, to your holiday spots and you'll be staying for a number of days, you want to think about parking. Do they have free parking for that number of days, or would you have to pay? And would it make sense, you know, paying that much? That way you can decide, do I really want to drive, or should I just take a bus or a train to my holiday destination? Or let's say you're renting a car. If you're still renting a car, you still have to park the car overnight if you're keeping the car for a couple of days. So all these little things, you know, and that's why most people will just, you know, hand this over to what's it called, the travel experts or the travel advisors, or, you know, those guys that book your holiday for, I don't know what they call them, the travel agents. So they give it to them to just do the whole booking because they can't be, you know, stressed about the holiday. But that's why I'm doing this video, my people, so that you guys have like the lowdown and you know what to do, and you book yourself and you save yourself some coins. Now, another thing to consider is booking your accommodation. Now, this depends on the number of people traveling. Are you traveling solo? Are you traveling with family? Are you traveling with friends? It depends on the country you're going to. It also depends on your budget. It also depends on the kind of vibe you're looking for. Say for instance, you might decide you just want a hotel. You might decide that you're going for, like, you know, that resort vibe where everything is catered for. So some resort will provide like full board. So full board means you get breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you get like snacks in between. So if that's the kind of thing you're looking for, you might decide to go for a full board or half board. You know, you just get breakfast, lunch, dinner. You're not getting any snacks or any drinks in between. So you can decide you want that. You can decide you just want the hotel that has just the breakfast option, and then you know, sort out your lunch and dinner, you know, but just have it at the back of your mind that, okay, I'll be sorting out my lunch and my dinner. What would I be eating? Where would I buy the food? Is this area where I can actually get something to eat? So always have that at the back of your mind when you're planning for your holiday. So what are the sites where you know, what are the sites you can use to book all these things? So if you're looking to book for book an apartment, you can use Airbnb. It's very popular, and there's so many houses on Airbnb, so many options on Airbnb. At least that way, some people prefer, you know, that feel of home, you know, have a kitchen, be able to like microwave their food, or, you know, just pop something in the oven, you know, that kind of thing. So you can go on Airbnb for that. If you're looking for like a proper hotel, there's so many sites you can use. I know they have I use booking.com. Booking.com is very popular, and I think if you stay on booking.com for a while, you get like, you know, points and all things like that. I know they have an Expedia. They have so many sites where you can book hotels on, and it's always good to like compare across all these sites so that you know you're getting the best price. What I even do is, once I've checked on those search sites, I go to the hotel's website and make sure that it's not like lower on that side, you know. So you want to actually search properly. So that is that for accommodation. It just depends on what you want really, but just keep stuffing the nest and you get something really good and affordable. So another thing you want to consider for your holiday, which is like the main part, is activities. Now, you don't want to go on your holiday and you're just like twiddling your toes and you're bored. You want to actually have like fun activities planned. Now, this depends on, you know, who you are as a person and what you enjoy doing. But sites where I use, sites that I use for planning my activities on holidays are, I use a TripAdvisor. So if you just put, you know, your location on TripAdvisor, it will show you like fun activities around the area. And one thing I like to do is when I go to like a new area, I like to see everywhere around. And if you don't have like a local person, if you don't have like a local person around to take you around, the best way to look around that area is getting on this up on and up off bus tour. So I do that quite often when I go to like a new place. You just pay like a certain amount. It's always like quite affordable, like between 10 to 20 pounds, and spans all through the day. So they take you around the area, and you can up off when you want, like when you get to an interesting place, and just, you know, do whatever it is you want to do, and then get to like a nearest stop for the bus, and then up back on. So they tell you about the area, show you around the area, and all. It just gives you like a sense, you know, of the new place, and you just have like a general idea about, you know, that new place. I don't know if you get that, but yeah, that's a good way to, you know, check around a new country that you're you're going to be in. Another site that I use is Get Your Guide. I think it's Get Your Guide. Yeah, it's Get Your Guide. So if you put on the country where you are in, it would show you like fun activities to do around. And also there's so many. There's another one called Viator. I think Viator. I've not used that anymore, but it shows you like fun activities. Another thing you can do is ask the hotel. Now some of the hotels have like activities that they organize, and they are also attached to some like local vendors that book these activities and all. But please be careful out there, because crazy things are happening. I decided to do that. That was just in my head. I was just like, I should see crazy things happening. So yeah, just be careful when you're on your holiday. Okay, so now let's just talk about other extra stuff that you need to do on your holiday. Now, other extra things you want to think of when you're going for your holiday is weather. So you want to actually check out for the weather of the I remember there was a time I almost booked like this hotel for my friend in a certain area of the country, and they had like two extreme weather situation in different areas of our country. Good thing we checked, because she would have been really cold all through that holiday and she would not have enjoyed it, because she's not someone that really likes the cold. So make sure you're checking the weather of like the location you're going to, and if it's really cold, if you're going to enjoy it, that's fine. I mean, if you're traveling to Iceland, you're going to like a cold area. And if it's too hot, maybe you're going somewhere like Dubai, just look at the weather, just say weather forecast for so country in May or June or July, that kind of thing, so that if you'll be okay with the weather, because you're spending your money, you want to enjoy yourself. And then that way you also know what to pack. You're packing for the weather. If you pack summer dresses and all, and you end up going to a place that's too cold, then you're not enjoying yourself, and then that's just like a rubbish holiday already. So you want to look out for that. Another thing you want to think of is currency exchange. If you're going to a different country where they spend like a different currency, you don't want to be stranded. So you want to make sure you know what currency they accept. Most of them would accept like pounds and dollars, but if they don't, you want to know what currency they accept, and you want to like do like a currency exchange already. You also want to have like your card with you. A card, if you have a card where you can use like anywhere in the world, you want to have that, but also have some cash, because sometimes those electronic stuff or cards and all will disappoint you. So have your cash with you. Also have some cash with you, so you're not stranded. Another thing you can think of when going for this holiday is parking. If you're driving down, let's say you're going for like a holiday that is about 4 or 5 hours away from you, and you drove down there, you have to think of parking for the couple of days for the number of days you'll be staying there. So now another thing that most people don't actually think about or talk about when it comes to holiday is insurance. Now I know I am African, so the thing is, we don't really think much about insurance when it comes to holiday, but I tell you, it is very, very important, because the truth is anything can happen when you're on holiday. I mean, things happen to people you see on TV and you're thinking, yeah, well, it won't happen to me. Of course, you're not praying or hoping it happens to you, but still have an insurance. We don't tend to do insurance very often as Africans, but my advice to you is, if you're going on any like long haul holiday, is that what you call it, long haul holiday, somewhere like outside your country, book an insurance or buy an insurance. I think you buy an insurance. You can get insurance online. You can get it at your nearest post office. Just make sure you buy an insurance. Why? If you have any medical emergency and all that, you would pay through your nose out of your country. Like if you're out of your country, you pay through your nose. But if you have an insurance, it covers most of it. If you have any issues at all, you can just call upon your insurance, and they cover most of these things. It's safer, and most times it's always really cheap. I mean, I remember the last one I got was about like £12 per person, so I don't think that is too bad, considering that you're just having like a safety net or a safety blanket just in case anything happens. So it's very important for you to get an insurance. I'm telling you, get an insurance if you're going on your next holiday. Okay, now another thing I think we'll be talking about is taking kids on holiday. Do you know what? It is an extreme sport, taking your kids on holiday. But do you know what? Most times when you don't have where to keep them, you can't throw them in the bin or something. You have to take them with you on holiday. And you know what? The thing is, it can actually be quite fun if you already have like activities planned, and if you have everything sorted before going for your holiday. Like say for instance, you have like some of your books packed, some of your toys packed with you. You want to also sort out their food. Is this something that they can eat what you'll be eating at the hotel, or what you'll be buying around, or do you want to buy like all these foods in this food they put in a jar? Because I remember when my baby was a bit smaller and it wasn't like eating what we ate, I used to buy like all this jar of food, so that when we just get to the hotel, I just pop it in like very hot water, and then it just warms it up, and then it's able to eat something. Because an hungry baby is an angry baby, and an angry baby will ruin your holiday. So you want to think of all these little things. Another thing I do when I go, you know, on holidays with my baby is take you know, detergent, bleach, sanitizer, because I don't trust those cleaning stuff in the hotel. So I am washing down, I'm wiping down everywhere before we actually like use, you know, all those facilities and all. So these little things, think of them ahead, because you wouldn't want to go on holiday and you're stranded or you're just miserable. If you're spending a lot of money for a holiday, you should be enjoying yourself, you know. So plan these things properly. Another extra thing that would help you if you have kids is looking out for childminders around where you're traveling to. So I know a couple of, I've not done that before, but I know a couple of people that do that, that when they're going like on a holiday and they want to just have like a nice time with their partner, they have like a childminder, or they have like registered childminders. You don't want someone to kidnap your baby. Registered childminders around that area that you can, you know, leave your baby with for you know, a number of hours and then just have fun. Another thing you can do, which I would approve of, because the truth is, as an African, I wouldn't really, you know, say, oh, leave your child with childminders, but I know people do it. But what I would do, or what I do sometimes, is have your camera with you. You know, that camera that you keep in your baby's room. So when you go on, like, let's say you want to have like a night out with your partner, most times I just like make sure it's just like somewhere, like probably like the bar around your hotel area, you know, where they have like a nice dinner and drink and all. Your baby's in the room sleeping, there's a camera, you're keeping an eye on your baby, and then you can just have a nice drink downstairs. So, you know, all those little things to just, you know, have your own alone time and enjoy yourself, you can do while you're on holiday with your kids. So that's everything I have to say today, guys, about holidays. I just thought, you know what, it's holiday season, I'll be going for my, you know, summer vacation soon. Like, let's talk about this, you know, let me, you know, put out this nice video to help you, you know, plan your next holiday. I hope you enjoy it, guys. I know it's not like the usual stuff we talk about, but this page is a versatile one, so we'll be talking about anything and everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, drop your comments in the comment sections if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to answer it as usual. Okay, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to click the subscribe button when you're done with this video. Okay, and yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Don't forget to check my friend's page out. She gave me this clothes to shoot this video because I'm an influencer now. So guys, check it out. I'll put the Instagram handle somewhere around here. Okay, check my friend's page out and patronize her. Okay, I'll show you guys pictures of this lovely attire I'm wearing later. All right, I'll see you guys in another video. Bye bye.